Greetings everybody, I am the Soviet Warlord, and today I'm bringing you another Minecraft episode. I am underground at the moment, as you can tell. This is my zombie pigman farm. It's kind of empty at the moment. I just cleaned it out, hence my XP levels. But today I'm going to do a couple of things. Before I figure out what sort of building I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go down into this old obsidian pool. As you probably remember, I've been digging this place out for weeks now. I've completely cleaned this out. All of this used to be lava, it goes all the way down there. Hold on, my microphone's a little bit far away. There we go. It used to go all the way up here until I solidified it. This is like what's left of it. Hello, creeper. Still are a couple of these guys hanging around. But that leads into the giant ravine over there. The whole ravine has been solidified, but it hasn't been dug out yet. Oh, hello. Oh, nice. Anyway, I've been up here. This is where I got a lot of the obsidian for the living quarters. I've dug it back here and then realised there's another pit that it sort of intersects. So that's kind of good. I mean, all of this used to be obsidian, it's gone now. This is the sort of leftovers. I've done a little bit of mining today on the obsidian pool, but I've been working on trying to dig this bit back. Problem is with this lava, because I'm trying to turn it into a lava-free zone, I've dug this back halfway into here, and then realised it stretches further that way, and it goes potentially hundreds of blocks in this direction as well. I mean, there's still more under here, as you can tell. So I've got a lot of work for me cut out down here. But my main objective here is to get rid of this and not close this off, but what's the word I'm looking for? Moderate it. Because I want to bring up this entire area so none of this ugly bedrock could be seen. And I actually want to turn this into something really nice at some point. Because I think there's a lot of potential for this much space, but hey, as it is, there's not really much I can do with it. Might turn it into a big library, might turn it into just an underground hangout, could turn it into a mass storage room, a mass farm, I don't know. But like, that's going to be in a couple of episodes, so if you have any ideas for that, please let me know. I'm really intrigued. I would love to get something done down here. I hear a skeleton. No. No, where are you? No. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm never too sure. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is get rid of this sort of pit here. Yeah, this is the bottom layer, so that's good. I'd be a bit pissed off if it went under the bedrock. Well, not under the bedrock, you know what I mean. But I'd be very annoyed if this went deeper than this. I'll tell you what though, this task would not have been bearable if I didn't have the efficiency 5 pickaxe. I mean, this thing has gone through... oh shit. This thing has gone through about 13 repairs now. It's ridiculous. And it still runs. I mean, because I've renamed it, it doesn't get any more expensive, and I love it. Does this go any further back? No, it doesn't. Does this go any further down? No, it doesn't. Excellent. So yeah, what I'm going to do is dig this back a little bit. And this is a pretty boring task, so I'll be back with you in a little bit here. Well, shit. Have a look at this. I cut out a couple of layers here. But I dug back here and found out this lava tunnel goes all the way here. Bear in mind this is with 3 layers of obsidian cut off of the top. As you can tell by the fact I've got 14 and a bit stacks of obsidian. Goes all the way back here. This is another 2 layers thick at the very least. This was about 2 more layers higher. And it goes all the way back here. Climbs up here. And goes all the way back to one of the original bits that I actually mined from previously. And it probably goes even further than here. This is going to be one heck of a fucking job to get all of this done, I swear. So I don't think this is going to be much of an episode if I just decided to mine all of this out. So instead, I was thinking of turning this place down here into a vault of some kind. Not a vault for special things. No, not by a long shot. In fact, I was thinking of turning this thing into a vault for common materials. Obsidian, cobblestone, glass, sand, dirt, all of that stuff that I get very commonly and use often. I want to build vaults, like an annexed set of vaults down here, which I would visit often. I could probably go up the top here and try and convert this ravine into it. Though I would want to raise this entire section up to this level so that the void fog wasn't too heavy. I mean, I could bring it up to here and it would be fine. But as it is, I don't want to bring the void fog down with the vault. Otherwise, that's going to be a bit too ominous. And quite frankly, when you're this far down, you can't even tell if the torches are having an effect. So, yeah, and my TV's fucking loud. Yeah, so I'm going to have to probably spend the rest of today mining all of that out. I won't do that on camera, and it probably won't take me all day, but it's going to take me a long time to get that all out, because as I said, I want this to be a lava-free zone. So for today, I'm going to go and work on something else. Based on the comments from last week, if I have any, when I come off of this recording, if I have any comments, I'll probably do whatever they say, but hey, I'll have to leave it a bit. See you guys in a bit. Right, something I'm working on here, that you've probably just seen here, is I've cut back the edge of this hill, so I can actually safely walk around my base without having to jump over the little dirt mounds, which is fine with me. I'm happy to do that. Now I don't have to keep jumping all the time, just even that out a bit. There's a lot of snow still hanging around, obviously, but what I'm doing here is I'm adding another layer of dirt to the back of the tower. Why? Because at the moment it's kind of uneven. It's one layer down, one layer up, and I want to try and get the floor completely level. Because if I want to build a path going around the back of my base, I don't know if I want a terrace or a lookout or something. Well, let's just say I don't want to keep jumping all over the place. I want a nice, smooth path that goes around. So, right, I need to keep jumping on this fucking thing. Perfect. Need to get rid of this tree here because it's completely in the way. Perfect. So yeah, all I do is add another layer here, so the tower is all on the same playing field. It's all on the same dirt level. I'm actually going to add this and I'll fast forward because this is probably going to be boring to you. Oh, it's snowing. How convenient. Right, well, I didn't get any comments. Excuse me, my TV's a bit loud. No, I didn't get any comments regarding what to do, so I decided to take the decision into my own hands. I've decided I'm going to do a bit of landscaping today. Now, the tower is very nice, but the bit around here leaves a lot to be desired, so what I'm going to do is build, well, what can I say? I think I've lost my measurement here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Could have swore I marked this last time, before the video. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry about that. There's a bit of my own stupidity here. Don't even know why I'm carrying these maps, but I am. Need to keep hold of my tools. Now I've got some obsidian in these temporary chests, and I'm going to build the outside wall here. So what I'm going to do is get rid of all of this land here, sort of cut it away, and I'm going to replace it with a nice sturdy fortress style wall. like this. Now this hole here, I know I used this as an emergency escape hole when I was in the mines many episodes ago. I think I actually broke out of that in episode 4. So, not like that hole bears much importance to me now. I've since filled in the cave which it leads into, as far as I remember. But this is a lot of terrain I need to knock down here. Actually, no, I could technically just build around it, and it wouldn't make much of a difference. In fact, I think I'm actually going to do that. But this bit here definitely needs to be removed, as a total necessity, that is. I love the music to Minecraft. Don't know what I'd do without it in this game. Yeah, I can even use the sort of natural environment to my advantage here. Yeah, so this block here is the outside decking. What I mean by that is the bit that overlooks the swamp is going to be that. Now, I don't know how wide I'm going to make this on each side of the tower. I'd probably say about 20 blocks, but at the moment I just want to get the overall concept down. Trim this down. So I've recently just had a sort of, I don't know, a creative spurt for Minecraft. I just wanted to play it. I've been like, I mean, Minecraft is one of my bread and butter games, don't get me wrong, I love this game. This is probably the best, I don't know, how much was it? £10 or £9.99 or however much I spent on it. That's probably the best money I think I've ever made. I don't make money out of this. It's the best money I've ever spent. I've gotten the most out of this, out of any game I've ever bought. And that's not even lying. Now this wall is going to be fairly high. Let's keep it up to here. You know what, I can actually fill this in. Because for the moment it is going to be a bit of like a solid chunk really, but not really much I can do about it right at this point. And I think this bit here. Now the wall is about 5 blocks wide at the top level. I might put a lower tier in front of this when the time comes. Okay, that's looking a little bit boring actually, but I'm gonna have to beef this up at some point. Yeah, I reckon 5 layers high will be sufficient, seeing as the swamp, I think it actually dips a little bit. Now one more block. One more. That'll do. I think. This is going to need some sort of way to break this up, because at the moment it's just a solid, like, chunk really. So I'm going to fill this up here. Oops. Didn't even select it. How fucking stupid am I getting? I'm getting into the habit of using shift for sprint because that's what I use in APB and Warframe now, so I'm really like falling out of the habit here. And fill this in. It's good because I can just recycle the materials that I'm clearing and use it for my own benefit. Right, now the top of this place here is going to be, it's almost going to be like a promenade. I don't know the word for it really. Oh, whoa, my frame rate just went terrible. Excuse me for that. Right. My fucking phone's going here. Never mind. I can wait. Alright. Now I'm thinking of making the very top layer of this wall into nether brick. Why? Because it's a good contrast for the sort of barrier that I want to put up. Now the next material in the mix is wood. Regular oak wood, as a matter of fact. Trying to think whether I should put in the other layers. Yeah, actually I am. Did I bring the fences out? Yes, I did. I'm being really stupid here. Gonna need another bench to see me right. I need to put it somewhere where it's not going to be in the way. There, this will do. Okay. Oh, we just, yeah, that's alright. Ooh, you get 6 out of it. That's pretty nice. And one more. Perfect. Right, now the very top layer here, it's going to be a bit of a waste of smooth stone, but nothing I can do about it. Yeah, let's turf off this top layer here. Like that. I'm going to replace it with nether brick. This is sort of keeping in line with the theme that I have going around the tower as well, of like the obsidian stone. This is like the promenade really. I'm going to have to knock a couple of these fence units down when I put the stairs in, but that'll have to come at another time. Now, the top layer up here is wood, as you've probably guessed. This whole thing is going to have a big decking on it. Oh, great. This is what happens when you have terraforming to do on top of this. It all gets rather complicated. There's going to be quite a few mountains that are going to have, well not mountains, but you know what I mean, hills that are going to have to be smoothed over in order for this to work out properly. But to be honest, this can all be used for filling in. I'm going to clear this off and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, I've done a filler here. Well, not really a filler, but I smoothed out all this terrain up here. And I've marked out the terrace for the defence here. Well, it's not really a defence, it's more of just a decoration, if you will. And it's also going to serve as a back entrance to my base, rather than having to walk over the hill every time. So, actually, no, I want to fill this in with a different material. I might fill it in with stone bricks, actually. So I'm going to try a few designs actually. Sorry to do this again, but give me a moment. Well, there we go. I've finished up this decking. Now, I know I was going to show them all, but I kind of did, and I forgot to record, so that's me being stupid. But I've got this nice little design. Need to light this place up. Don't want mobs landing on here. I've just been on my blueprint world, am I? Yeah, I knew it. I was on my blueprint world building this thing. I always come up with a design in my blueprint world. I do love my blueprints sometimes. And sometimes I just want to scrap them. I'll have to show you my blueprint world at some time. There's quite a lot of crazy stuff on there. But this is my sort of decking design. Now I have to go underneath here and fill it in with dirt. And then put the walls up. Which is going to take me some time. I stockpiled some dirt here, but it's still a mammoth effort. And I honestly don't know how I'm going to manage it all. Oh god. It's a big surface area, that's the problem. I've got my torches here, well, one torch. I need to go and grab the rest of my stockpile in a minute. I need to start lighting this place up as a temporary measure. I've got an idea for keeping it lit in the long run without needing torches. Because although torches are very useful, they look kind of ugly in the right circumstances. But I desperately need to fill this place in. So give me a few minutes. I'll fight off this creeper here and I'll build this up. Right then, I've filled this in with dirt, as you can cleanly tell, and it's absolutely pissing it down with rain, but that's by the by. Now the next step here is to fill it up with stone, like just the outside edge here. This is going to need a lot more terraforming, as you've probably guessed by now. Oops. These vines, man, they really throw you. Right, let's leave a border around here. Yeah, so this is going to need terraforming on the outside here. In fact though, I can use this bit here to my advantage, because it is obviously stone. And my shovel's about to break. Fan-fucking-tastic. Yay, fucking fantastic, my shovel is going to break, and there's nothing I can do about it. Might as well get the ball rolling for later, I guess. And that's going to be this wall here, so this is all part of the wall. Like so. For God's sake, I can't afford to get it wrong. I don't have a silk touch pick. Oh yes, nice and bright now. Yeah, I don't have a silk touch pick, though I really should try and acquire another one at some point. But hey, I'm fucking lazy, what can I say? Yeah, I'm going to build it from the top down here. Make it a little bit easier on myself. Oh, I didn't even stack this up. How fucking dumb can I get? I can pack that in from the top, that's okay. I need to name this terrace, I think. Don't know why, but I just have like an acute obsession with naming things, just because it's a good reference. It's a good reference point in the end, like if I'm trying to refer to something in the video, I'll say I can go back to this place, or I'm sure you get my meaning, but it just makes things easier for you and for me. Whee! Nearly there. I knew I was going to need a lot of stone for this project. Seeing as I'm pretty much walling off the entire thing here, I don't think anyone can blame me for using this much stone. Oh, running low on it already. Oh god, this thing must be a lot more than I expected. There we go. Perfect. That's done now. Just need to clear this out. That's the terrace completed. Perfect. Now, the end of here needs a staircase of some sort. Now I'm thinking of putting nether brick in. Problem with nether brick, I find, is that it's too dark. Especially at night time, you can barely fucking see it. So I need some sort of alternative that's going to look nice. Well, I think I'm going to put fences, the nether brick fences along here, obviously. Here's the entranceway. So if I put up the nether brick fences here, I think that could work. So I need a staircase, some sort of way of getting up here. Now I'm going to put a big fountain in the middle here. So I'm going to need some stone slabs. My bucket of water is in the base, I'll go and get that in a bit. Let's just get, I don't know, let's get 60 just to start myself off with. There we go. I'm not really sure of a good shape. I only want it like that because it's too square. Nah, that wouldn't work either. Oh shit. This is gonna be tricky, I know that. Now to me that looks too, what, oblong shaped? I mean it would be some, no actually it wouldn't be symmetrical. But it just doesn't look, well, I don't know really, it just doesn't look wide enough. However, if I pad it out, it might just look big enough. Okay, that actually does look big enough. There's a nice little central point right there. So let's cut this out. And I want to pad this with, I don't want wood in there. Only 10 uses, great. My fucking shovel's about to smash. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last one, there we go. So let's put stone bricks in the bottom of the pool. This here can also be regular stone. Actually no, I'm going to make it out of stone slabs, but I'm going to stack them. Like so. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, I'm so cack-handed tonight. Like that. And the centre of the fountain, the little water chute, gonna be probably like that. We could probably stack that a bit bigger. If I'm honest though, that'll be a bit too shallow. I mean, this ain't going to be the biggest fountain in the world. I'm just going to put it that way. That looks better. Yeah. So I'm going to fill this out with water. I'm going to put in the little barriers along the side, and I'll see how it looks in just a moment. I'm also going to bring out some jack-o'-lanterns or glowstone to see what this looks like when it's lit up. So I'll be back in a minute. Well, I've put up the nether brick fences. Now, don't know about you, but these things seem really dark. I don't think they go very well, but I doubt putting wood fences on top of nether brick will look very nice. I might try it out later though, but for now I'm going to try and light this place up a little bit before nightfall. Get a bit of frame rate lag there. I also brought these leaf blocks with me because I want to try a few things out with these. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Trying to be careful, and I end up doing that. Let's put one here as well. 1, 2. I'm going to need to make some more fences here. I'm liking the terrace though, I really am. I think this terrace is a very nice addition to the tower. Though this episode might be kind of late because right now I'm actually uploading the last of my Road to Commander series for Black Ops 2, so this video might be a little bit later than I imagine. That looks kind of cool. And I need one about. Excuse me, I think I'm going to sneeze here. Okay, no, not. It's fine. Oh, okay. Make your mind up, face. Okay, my body has decided it's going to be indecisive about whether or not it wants to sneeze. How beautiful. Right, now I want these jack-o'-lanterns to go on the outside or facing the outside. Oh, fucking hell, you can't put them down like that. There we go. Don't know why. I mean, should be a perfectly feasible thing, really. Knock this out. I don't think that looks too bad, but again, I think the nether brick doesn't go very well. I might have to change it for wood and change this for like stone bricks, I reckon. Besides, I wanted to use this nether brick for another project, and if it doesn't work with this project, then who knows, it might work. Might work somewhere else. I also need to do something about this fucking staircase. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I need some stairs right at the top. So that's going to be here. Here. And I'm sure you can gather the rest of the story. It's going to be going down, 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 down. My coordination is so fucked up now. Right, I'm going to put this leaf layer on here and I'll fix this up. I'll be back in a moment. And here we go. I finished the terrace at last. Well, still needs a couple of extra things, like a sign here to fix up these chairs, I put it loosely. Under here I've set up the staircase. I need something to go alongside it. I think it just looks a bit of a chunk really. I might try and decorate this bit here, maybe with like a mini farm or something, just to make the front look a bit nicer. Doesn't help that the grass is this horrible swamp colour though. There's also something I noticed with the fountain when I put the water in, it's swamp water. Because as far as I know, this is swampland still, so I've got this horrible dark ugly water again. Had to widen the fountain because I realised it wasn't symmetrical, which is always a problem for me. I've installed these lamps in here, and as you can tell I've changed this for stone bricks and it looks so much more inviting. A lot better. I love this inviting look. The stone bricks look a lot better than this nether crap. Well, it's not crap. I mean, I'm sure this nether brick has its uses elsewhere, but it's just not here. Now the only thing missing is the obsidian layer at the bottom, but I need to make this front more colourful. Much more colourful. But that's for another day. I'm happy that this terrace is done. I need to extend the wall around at some point and make this bit bigger. Let's have a look at the map. What does it look like on the map now? Not much different, I guess. So if I clean up this here, I'm sure it will look a little bit different. Feeling I'm going to have quite a task managing the snowfall on this, because I don't want the deck to be covered with snow all the time. I really don't. But it might just be an evil that I'm going to have to deal with. Either that or I make it very well lit so it doesn't do that. But yeah, to be honest, this is 5 wide. I could just put a light down the middle every few blocks to keep it nice and lit up. There we go. There we go. Now it's starting to make a bit of an appearance here. Well, that's all I've got time for today, and the sun is going down. How beautiful. So that's all I've got time for today. I am the Soviet Warlord, and I've brought you another episode of Minecraft. I hope you've enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.